Now, ladies and gentlemen, and this exhibition is part of that, intermodality is a must and intermodality is a necessity. We see now so many transport problems in Europe and maybe also outside Europe. The road sector is overloaded, completely overloaded. And there again, we have a sustainability item, but also a social item. And therefore, I think I'm so happy that the European Commission and especially the Commissioner made this year Intermodality Year 2018.
In European transport, however, regulation and the states continue to play an accentuated role. Framework regulation is sometimes needed. Therefore, the sector alone cannot master all the changes that it faces. Until the dismantling of government involvement in the daily affairs of transport does not happen, we must do what is second best: to inform politicians as thoroughly as we can about what goes on, with the objective to get the most rational decisions from them, from all of us.
95% of all manufactured goods were in an intermodal shipping container at some point during their process. There's ample opportunity for all of us to participate and grow this business.
In this view, it's important that Europe can support the organization of efficient corridors with common technological standards. Operational, regulatory investment and legislative changes would be needed to enable European rail freight to deliver on the expectations of society. The sector will need to be more involved in efficient and simplified operational procedures, as well as allocate better quality and a higher quantity of train paths to freight lanes. Infrastructure investments should adhere more closely to the needs of rail freight. It's necessary to create rules allowing a level playing field between the various competing modes of transport with regards to both the accessing of infrastructure and the internalization of external costs.
Commission already adopted several measures, rail freight corridors, which are now very much aligned with the core backbone of European Union, so with the 9 European corridors. River information system that is bringing on board strong also inland waterways, which with railways are the most decarbonized modes in order for the European transport and logistic models.
Today we are at the brink to assess and to revise the Combined Transport Directive of '92. In the evaluation document on the existing directive, we can read that during the time it has been in force, the directive has contributed to the development of combined transport in the EU. Combined transport operations have quadrupled during the last 2 decades, and with that helped to shift a considerable amount of freight away from road. In external costs, it has brought substantial savings.
In 2018, we are now following on the proposal that was introduced in November on the Combined Transport Directive, so I do hope that we will be able to complete it. I have hopes for that because it's an important one and it's going well. My initial discussions with the Parliament are showing that you are on the very good track, so I'm hoping for a successful completion. And here I would like to mention 2 important elements why this is so important for the development of multimodality. First one is that in this proposal we have incentives for the shift of the freight from road to rail and inland waterways. It's a very clear message there. And also to accelerate the investments in already mentioned transshipment terminals.
As the EU's transport policy remains to reduce the share of long-distance road transport by shifting part to other modes of transport, our Minister states with other stakeholders that the directive remains an effective tool in principle to support the modal shift. But it doesn't hide the necessity to improve its effectiveness and efficiency. In the view of our Minister, The Combined Transport Directive should support intermodal combinations with shortest possible road lags and long distance freight by rail, inland waterways or short sea.
I would also like to thank the organization that we love to use the abbreviation for, UIRR and Mr. Schultz, for really putting this exhibition here into the symbol of democracy in Brussels.
Thank you for the invite to be here today, to be a part of this very special, very important event, to learn from each other how we can improve the process and develop road rail transport more aggressively than we have in the past.
Thank you so much to all of you for being here. It's really a premiere because we have here all the European institutions. We have the Commission, we have the Parliament and the Council, so the Belgian Ministry.